using MCIS and RampUp. In order to get to the MCIS website, you can go to the teacher resource, to the teacher RampUp website by logging in and then going to staff and RampUp to readiness, and you'll see the link is over here on the right hand side under quick links. But otherwise the web address is simply mncis.intocareers.org. So if you type that in, and then you're going to put in your teacher username that was set up for you and whatever password that you also set up. Remember that in MCIS they require you to use a capital letter, a small letter, and a number, so your password would have to contain those. Along with it has to be at least 6 characters long. Once you sign into your MCIS account, the administration website looks like this. If you want to look at the MCIS website as the students view it, if you go to the top on the left-hand side, there's a link that says Go to CIS. So if you select that, it will take you to the website as the students see it. And again, you can select the Return to Site Administration to go back. If you want to hide this little bar, that's all this is for, is you go Hide and Show. On the administration website, this is where you can put together your group of students in RampUp that will allow you to see their usernames as well as reset their passwords. How you're going to do that is go to Portfolios and Groups, and if you haven't already started your group, you want to Portfolio and Groups, Add New Group. You're going to name your group and select Add. Now once you do that, you're able to add accounts to the group. If you ever decide you want to change the name of this group, you get back to change the name same way, Portfolios and Group, but this time we're going to select Edit or Delete a Group. So when you do that, you can come here and find your group. So if I just did a RampUp example, I'm going to go find that. And I'm going to select Edit, and it'll let me change the name. To change members in your group, we're going to go to Portfolios and Group again, and on the right hand side, we're going to go View or Edit Group Membership. Now in this example one, I don't have any students, and so I'm going to show you how we add. So I can go Add Accounts. Probably the fastest way is to search by their last name. If I type in a last name, it will then give me all of the registered users in MCIS with that last name. Now remember that students will only show up in here after they have created their own account. Refer to the YouTube video on the teacher resource link on how to have students add them or create their own account in RampUp if you need to refresh how to do that, or if you want some students to watch that to create their own account. Once you find a student that you want added to your group, you're going to select the box next to their name and go Add to Group. Once you have a student in there, you can see that you can view their username. This one did not follow protocol. Protocol for all of our students for username should be first initial and last name, and they would only add on to the end of that their 4-digit birth date if the first initial and last name will not work. The reasons that it might not work is if a student has already used that username, and then they would have to add the 4-digit birth date at the end, or if it isn't at least 6 characters long. So I'll show you an example of what one of those may look like. So we look at who's going to graduate right here, Rose Anderson. R. Anderson, and notice that she added 111129 to the end, and that's because R. Anderson must have already been taken, so this student followed username protocol. Also, what you can do when you are in the View or Edit Group membership, when you see your list of students, so here's my current careers class, if a student can't get in with their password, you want to remind them of what the protocol is. Protocol for all student passwords is a capital letter of their first name, small letter of their last name, and then their 6-digit birth date. The reason we have chosen that is because that is their password to get onto campus and view their grades, except they have to capitalize their first initial. And they have to capitalize their first initial because remember, password protocol must include a capital letter, a small letter, and at least one number, and be 6 characters in length. If a student can't remember their password, you can reset their password by selecting the reset button. And our temporary password is always going to be Marshall1. Always use Marshall1 for the temporary reset. I would also unselect or deselect this box because we don't need it to send them an email. We're just going to tell our students when we reset to use the temporary password Marshall1 with a capital M to reset their password. And make sure to remind them when they reset it that they follow the protocol. So if they tell you they forget again, you can say, well, this is the protocol, and have them try it with a capital of their first initial, small of their last initial, and their 6-digit birth date. If you have any further difficulties with this, please make sure that you email me or call me, and I'll see what I can find out at my end to help the student be able to get in.